Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I want to thank you all for being here as we announce the launch of the next phase of the Cook County Down Payment Assistance Program. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge Finance Chair Daly, Commissioner Stamps, and Commissioner Vasquez, who have joined us. Thank you so much. And from our Bureau of Economic Development, Xochitl Flores, our Bureau Chief, Susan Campbell, Director of the Department of Planning and Development. Where's Carl? He's coming in the door. Okay, Carl. Deputy Director of the Department of Planning and Development. Paul Elu. Did I say it right? Close? Help me, Paul. Help me. How do you say your last name? Eloy. Eloy. Okay. Long A. All right, got it. Manager of our housing programs. Thank you, Paul. And Nolan Mims, Senior Program Manager. Right there. Okay, we got everybody. I'm also grateful to our partners who've made today possible. Stiefel, a financial service company that provides local governments like Cook County with mortgage lending and banking expertise. Mark Pasculin, is Mark here? Managing Director, it says right here, he could not be with us today. All right, Club 720, which provides an online platform to pre-screen and refer borrowers to lenders participating in the program. Club 720 is represented today by Heather Presley Cowan. Did I do it right? Where's Heather? Close, okay? All right, who's the CEO? And finally, Land Home Financial Services, which is the program's designated master servicer and the contact for interested lenders and mortgage brokers. They're represented here today, okay, by Angela Cowie? Cowie, okay. All right, good. This is like a test of my ability to pronounce difficult names here. Thank you all for your partnership and your dedication to this work. Today marks the official opening of the Cook County Down Payment Assistance Program. The program provides assistance in the form of 5% of a home sale price, up to $25,000, to eligible home buyers throughout Cook County. Buyers earning up to 120% of the area median income qualify for the program. To give an example, a four-person household can earn up to $143,880, $144,000 roughly, and still be eligible. And for homes purchased in a disproportionately impacted area or qualified census tract, there is no income cap. Cook County launched this program as a $3 million pilot last year. It helped make home ownership possible for nearly 200 households across all 17 county districts. On the average, participants received about $15,000 in assistance. 80% were first-time home buyers. The program helped residents purchase homes between $200,000 and $400,000, homes that are increasingly out of reach in today's housing market. One participant, a single borrower in Chicago, used the funds to purchase a condo. She had saved on her own, but shared that the extra boost was incredibly helpful. Another buyer purchased a home in Crestwood, used the assistance to help support his family, his wife, 4 children, and mother-in-law, and direct his own savings towards repair of the home. Stories like these reflect the impact of the program and why we're proud to expand it. The second phase of the program is supported by an $8.6 million in new funding approved by the Cook County Board of Commissioners early this month on June 12th. We estimate that this phase will support over 500 more home buyers. Home ownership has long been a cornerstone of the American dream, but today rising prices and interest rates have made saving for a down payment more difficult than ever. This program is a direct response to that reality. My administration is committed to ensuring that Cook County remains a place where working families can put down roots, build equity, and create generational wealth. Through this program and others like it, we're advancing our broader commitment to affordable housing and equitable opportunity. Thank you again to our partners and everyone who helped make this program possible. Visit club720.org/Cook County-DPA. Let me try that again. Visit club720.org/ bring to the podium Chairman of Finance, John Daly.
Thank you, Madam President. Let me congratulate you, the Bureau of Economic Development, and as you said, all the partners, my fellow commissioners, Commissioner Stamps, Commissioner Vasquez. This is a great day, and it's an honor to serve with the President and my fellow commissioners. Yesterday, we awarded monies to veterans. This administration, under President Preckwinkle, we have a home, this home relief. To buy a home is a dream of every individual, to be ability to provide a home for your family. Yesterday, veterans, we have medical debt relief. We have legal aid. We awarded, last board meeting, amount for victims of gun violence. So this administration is committed to every aspect of an individual life. It's an honor to join on this day. The idea that we can provide, in the first step, the amount of people we've helped. So I'm happy to see that people in my district took advantage. I would urge my fellow commissioners, get the word out, because now we're in phase 2, and it's my honor now to introduce my fellow commissioner, Commissioner Tara Stamps of the 1st District.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It is my belief that if we don't get housing right, then so much of what else we do will not matter. We have to get people housed, and that becomes the building block upon which they can build their lives and provide the security that their families need to not only survive, but to thrive. And so good morning, and it is more than a policy announcement. It's a powerful reminder of what's possible when government works for the people. As the daughter of Cabrini Green, activist and fearless housing advocate, the late Marion Stamps, I know intimately that access to housing is not just about where you live, it's how you live. She taught me that home ownership is the foundation of economic freedom, family stability, and generational wealth. I am so pleased that so many people in the 1st District took advantage of the first round of this opportunity, and even more elated that it will be opened up a second time for Cook County residents to take a part in. That's why I proudly stand with President Tony Preckwinkle and my fellow Cook County commissioners and our Bureau of Planning to announce the relaunch of the Cook County Down Payment Assistance Program. Starting today, eligible residents can apply for up to 5% in down payment closing cost assistance, which is a critical step in breaking down the financial barriers that keep far too many of our neighbors, and really just far too many Americans, out of home ownership. Just personally, my son lives in D.C. and pays more for rent for a 1-bedroom than I pay for my mortgage for an entire house. My daughter lives around the corner from me and pays more in rent for a 3-bedroom apartment than I pay for a mortgage. And so as a parent, it's like almost heartbreaking, but it also kind of makes me say, okay, you could do a little bit more, because they're doing a lot with less. But I'm so elated that, like, my children and other people's children can have this opportunity. And so the median home price is now $300,000, so putting home ownership really out of reach for a lot of working families. And according to the most recent census data, black home ownership in Cook County remains nearly 25% lower than our white homeowners, and that gap has not moved significantly in over a decade. A 2024 Urban Institute report found that nearly 70% of renters in this county would be eligible to purchase a home if they could just access the down payment assistance. The point is, so many of our families can pay the mortgage. They cannot access the capital, the money they need for the down payment assistance, which makes this initiative so critical. This program is a direct response to the reality that it's not just a housing initiative, it's a wealth building strategy, a stability guarantee, and a public commitment to economic justice. Cook County is not just managing government, we're trailblazing a new model for what county leadership can look like in the state of Illinois and beyond. We're meeting people where they are, we're building up what's possible, and refusing to let an outdated system dictate our future. So to every family that's been waiting for your chance, the door is open. And to every young couple, essential worker, and longtime renter, this is your moment. Let's make home ownership not a dream deferred, but a dream delivered. And I'm going to bring to the stadium, I don't know where my head is, to the podium, Commissioner Vasquez.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am proud to be here today to celebrate the second phase of the Cook County Down Payment Assistance Program, which will provide essential support to home buyers in Cook County. With housing prices rising, especially in rapidly gentrifying districts like mine, it has become increasingly difficult for working class families, like many longtime residents, to become homeowners. Homeownership is one of the most reliable ways for families to accumulate wealth and to gain greater financial stability. And while many families can afford a monthly mortgage payment, it is the down payment and the closing costs that prohibit some working class families from buying a home. During the pilot phase of the down payment assistance program, 8 homes were successfully purchased in the 8th district. That's 8 families on a more secure path towards financial stability, 8 households that can start to build generational wealth. I applaud and thank the President's Office and the Bureau of Economic Development for prioritizing this program and for supporting working class families in Cook County. I'm so happy to have voted in support of this second phase, and I'm excited to see how many more families and households will benefit from the down payment assistance program. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Susan Campbell. Go ahead.
Thank you, President Preckwinkle and Commissioners, for your support of this program. I would like to speak and share with you some of the team members and details of the program and the mechanics of how it might work. You heard introduced earlier today Heather Presley Cowan, who is CEO of Club 720, Mark Pasculin, who is the managing director of STIFA, who may be present online. Mark, hopefully you're on the YouTube channel, not Facebook. Angela Cowie, I'm sorry, Angela, okay, sorry. Sales manager of Land Home Financial Services. They are the entity that will be servicing the mortgages. And then, of course, our Board of Commissioners for approving the $8.6 million for this second phase. As President Preckwinkle said, and all of our commissioners and partners say, home ownership is an essential part of the American dream. And the Cook County Down Payment Assistance Program, sorry, this keeps moving, has made that dream a reality for hundreds of home buyers already, and we are now ready to help hundreds more. Can I speak loud without the mic? You all can hear. Okay. As President Preckwinkle noted, households with an annual income at or below 120% of the area median income are eligible for those buying in disproportionately impacted areas or qualified census tracts. There are no limits in those areas. So you might say, what does that mean? That's a lot of jargon. Disproportionately impacted areas were areas noted during the pandemic that had disinvestment, that had a largely proportional number of low-income people that needed services. And so we wanted to really focus the program in those communities first so that we can activate mortgage activity in those areas for people to get their credit scores together to be able to buy a home and start building the generational wealth there first. And then, of course, as the program picked up speed and became more popular, we said, but if you want to buy in one of those areas, there is no credit score limit there. We want one and all to come in and invest in the community as well. So applicants, as I mentioned, must have a credit score of 620. And Heather will maybe mention what the 720 refers to. All first-time home buyers, and this includes those purchasing a home for the first time in 3 years, must also complete a home buyer education course, which is really helpful in terms of managing debt. As most of you know, your housing cost represents the largest part of any debt that households have to reconcile with. Our partners at Club 720 will be hosting online workshops this summer to assist interested applicants, and I assure you that applying is going to be easy. Just visit the website, as you heard earlier, and I'm going to say it again, club720.org/Cook County-DPA, or download the Club 720 app on your smartphones, which I will do later. Dozens of lenders are already part of this program, and more will certainly join as well. Information for those who are interested, who are lenders, is also available on the website. So I know the public has been anxiously awaiting the return of this program, and again, I encourage both home buyers and lenders to visit our website today to learn more and to spread the information around to your neighbors, family, friends, etc. Thank you all again, and now I would like to introduce Heather Presley Cowan, CEO of Club 720.
Thank you, Susan. My name is Heather Presley Cowan, and I'm the founder and CEO of Club 720. For anyone who has looked up their credit score, the credit score ranges from 300 usually to about 850, and 720 is somewhere in between. We say we're a club, and we are your non-judgmental best friend. And so as we're all part of that club, some of us above 720, some below, we're always moving around if you look at your credit score. It's truly an honor to stand with Cook County today as we continue the important work of expanding access to homeownership and building generational wealth through equity. Club 720 is proud to power the down payment assistance program for Cook County, and what we've seen already proves this model works. During the pilot that was been discussed, many people purchased homes. Over $65 million in homes were purchased. These were first-time home buyers, essential workers, and everyday residents, 80% of whom earn less than the median income here. Finally, stepping into home ownership thanks to the support of this program. And the momentum's growing. In the past 12 months, over 1,000 Cook County homebuyers have used our platform to find information, inspiration, and education. They've attended our virtual workshops, accessed 24/7 training tools, and received coaching, both live and virtual, to help them get financially ready. We offer instant pre-qualification, education tools and calculators, and live support, all designed to meet people where they are. Club 720 is more than an app. It's a hyper-local homebuyer housing ecosystem. I describe it as a three-legged tool. We help those who dream of home ownership to achieve it. We work with government resources like the Cook County DPA program, and we connect to an entire network of approved lenders, realtors, and builders who want to serve those buyers. Our goal is bold but measurable. 95% of pre-qualified buyers will become homeowners in 90 days or less. And we're building the lender and realtor pipeline to support that goal, focusing intentionally on those who are serving historically underserved areas. This work is deeply personal, and it's scalable. With the right partnerships like this one, we're creating a model for how counties across the country can bridge the wealth gap and stabilize communities like Cook County here is doing. Thank you, President Preckwinkle, and to the entire Cook County team for your leadership. We are proud to be your partner in this movement. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to thank all the folks who've participated today, and particularly our commissioners, Chair Daley, Commissioner Stamps, Commissioner Vasquez, and Commissioner Josina Marita just joined us. We thank her for her help and support as well. Okay.
All right. AD,
Good morning.
Question for Madam President or Susan. Can you talk about what you learned in the pilot process? Did you change anything for the second?
Good question.
Thank you, Susan Campbell. Yes, the question was, can we talk about what we learned in the first pilot to now and what we've changed as a result of that, right? What we learned is that the demand for home ownership remains robust in spite of economic stressors, in spite of a national pandemic, in spite of chaos in the interest rate marketplace. People still want desperately to have their own home. And what we also learned was that the mortgage activity in many of the areas throughout Cook County had stagnated as a result of interest rates rising. And we needed to do something to motivate that marketplace to begin lending in those areas again. So that's the real main focus of the first pilot program, to see how that would work, to see where the demand was coming from, to collect some statistics, which we have available over on the table, that will indicate the type of home that people were seeking financing for, and the location of where it was. This time around, we're trying to do more of the same, just get more volume into those areas as well, let more lenders know about it so that they won't be hesitant necessarily to lend in certain areas because they'll have the support of down payment assistance there to help people, and then to just really help educate the general public about home buying and the process of what you have to go through as either a first-time or even a routine home buyer, and what all the different options are that you are available. Our program is not the only program that many lenders have. Some lenders have their own programs, and then there are other government entities that also have programs. And so really Club 720 is there to help people understand that, to educate them about how they can use their home to generate wealth and manage their debts. Hope I answered enough. Okay.
I'm not sure. Sochi, do you know?
What was the question? Can you say it again?
ARPA funding was the first pilot, and
Yes.
this is corporate funds.
Correct. That is correct.
Can you talk more broadly about what the county gets in return in terms of economic development from doing this program?
Well, home buying is like a root in the community, just as any other type of development may be, except that the asset's already there. But it may be there vacant, it may be there in shape that needs improvement, and more importantly, it doesn't provide eyes on the street if it's vacant, right, from a safety perspective. So we're happy to see any type of program that can support home ownership. It's part of the county's overall compendium of support as it relates to affordable housing. It represents one end of that spectrum, from a person that may be coming out of homelessness to rental housing to successfully be able to buy a home, and that's what we're here to support.
Well, let's start with what took so long. If you may recall, Israel Rocha left our health and hospital system in December of 2023, and 60% of our budget is healthcare. So our priority, frankly, was focused initially on finding a replacement for him in our healthcare system. And I'm very grateful that Dr. Eric Makita stepped up, who was our quality control officer, to lead our healthcare system. I'm proud of the good work he's doing there. At roughly the same time, Arnold Randall, who had been head of our forest preserves, went to head up the Donnelly Foundation. And after we completed our search process for healthcare, we turned to the forest preserves, and that process has now concluded, and we've chosen a candidate.
And why are they the right fit for forest preserves?
Pardon me?
Why are they the right fit? Like, what made them
You know, I think extensive experience in the conservation field and the ability to manage a large organization. And we're very grateful that Adam has agreed to join us. Pardon me?
That's all I've got, thank you.
Okay. All right. All right.